hijau tapi di sini udah hijau di sininya mah. Cek. Tes. Tes. Cek. Cek. Wah. Cek. Kedengeran? Oke. Ya, tes ya teman-teman. Terima kasih.
Test the mic, 1, 2, test the mic, 1, 2. Test 1, 2, test the mic, 1, 2.
Attention the honorable guests and audiences, we are going to start the event just for a while. For the honorable guests and audiences, please have a seat. Thank you. Attention, the honorable audiences. We're going to start, and please sit in front. In front. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, we would like to inform to the honorable guests and audiences that this event is sponsored by PT Pos Indonesia. We would like to appreciate and deliver much gratitude to PT Pos Indonesia.
Please allow us to deliver the warmest greetings to our honorable guests and audiences.
Your Excellency, Mr. Chief Teete Owusu-Nortey, FCILT, FGIPS, CILT International President. Your Excellency, Ms. Sharon Kindleysides, Secretary General of CILT International. Your Excellency, Professor Dr. Muhammad Zaly Shah, FCILT, CILT Malaysia President and CILT Southeast Asia Vice President. Your Excellency, Mr. Iman Gandhi, SE, MM, FCILT, CILT Indonesia President. Your distinguished Mrs. Asih Kurniasari Komar, SE, AK, MSI, CA, PT Pos Indonesia Human Capital Management Director. Your distinguished Mr. Tata Sugiarta, PT Pos Indonesia Secretary.
Your Honorable Professor Dr. Setio Rianto, SE, MM, CPM, Asia, Rector of ULBI. Your Honorable Dr. Insinyur Agus Purnomo, MT, Vice Rector 1 for Academic, Student, and Alumni Affairs. Your Honorable Dr. Nur Aziz Sugiarto, SA, AK, MM, CA, Vice Rector 2 of ULBI for Personnel, Finance, Facilities, Secretariat, and Public Relations. Your Honorable Dr. Preti Diawati, SOS, MM, Vice Rector 3 of ULBI for Research, Innovation, and Partnership. Your Honorable Heads of Study Program of ULBI, your Honorable Lecturers, students, guests, and audiences.
We also would like to deliver much gratitude to the honorable guests and audiences who have attended in this event.
Honorable guests and audiences,
Welcome to Studium Generale and MoU signing of ULBI and CILT. My name is Herlan Ibrahim, and this is my partner.
I am Azahra Faliza Gustaji as the Master of Ceremonies for today's event.
Before we move to the next agenda, let's sing the national anthem Indonesia Raya and continued by singing Mars ULBI. To the honorable guests and audiences, we kindly ask the honorable guests and audiences to stand up.
To the honorable guests and audiences, please have a seat.
Before we proceed to the next agenda, let's watch a Jaipong dance performance by Shandana Nawasena ULBI. Please enjoy it.
Okay. The next agenda is the welcoming speech by the Rector of ULBI. We kindly invite our Honorable Rector of University Logistics and Business International, Professor Dr. Setio Rianto, SA, MM, CPM, Asia, to deliver an opening speech. Time is yours.
Good morning, honored guests, our highly respected Chief Teete Owusu-Nortey, FCILT, FGIPS, CILT International President. Ms. Sharon, Kindleysides, Secretary General of CILT International. Professor Dr. Muhammad Zaly Shah, FCILT, CILT Malaysia President, and CILT Southeast Asia Vice President. Pak Iman Gandhi, FCILT, CILT Indonesia President. Ms. Asih Kurniasari Komar, Human Capital Directors from PT Pos Indonesia, and Pak Tata Sugiarta, Corporate Secretary, PT Pos Indonesia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, dan salam kebajikan. Ladies and gentlemen and students whom I love and am proud of. General Dwight Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, who during World War II served as the Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces in Europe and earned the rare 5-star rank when he was responsible for planning and overseeing the invasion of North Africa in Operation Torch in 1942 until 1943, and the famous Normandy invasion in 1945 until 1945 from the Western Front. One occasion said that you will not find it difficult to prove that battles, campaigns, and even wars have been won or lost primarily because of logistics. This statement is still very relevant to the current conditions. The leading, most developed, and most modern countries are successful and efficient countries in managing logistics management and their supply chains. Meanwhile, World Bank data 2023 related to the Logistic Performance Index shows that the Logistic Performance Index, or LPI, which is compiled based on measurement in 139 countries that rank countries based on 6 dimensions, namely customs, infrastructure, international shipment, logistic competence and quality, timelines, and tracking and tracing, places Indonesia in 63rd place. Still below from Vietnam, 50, Philippines, 47, Thailand, 37, and Malaysia, 31. This Indonesia LPI shows that there has been a dramatic decline of 17 ranks from 46 in 2018 to 63 in 2023, with a score drop from 3.15 to 3.0. FCI analysis shows that of the 6 dimensions of Indonesia LPI 2018 and 2023, The one that experienced the largest decline was the logistic competence and quality dimension, from 3.1 to 2.9. Indonesia, as an archipelagic country with thousands of islands, has never been free from supply chain and transportation problems. The need for experts in the field of supply chain and transportation as a resources for logistic competence and quality has become so important and determines the success of the development that is currently being implemented. The level of efficiency of logistic cost will have a significant impact on the national development that's being carried out. Therefore, as an institution that produces graduates and postgraduates in the field of logistics, Universitas Logistik and Business International is required to continue to be at the forefront in developing the most effective, efficient, and appropriate curriculum, methods, approach in accordance with applicable international standards. In this regard, it is an extraordinary honor for the Universitas Logistik and Business International to have the opportunity to sign the MOU for CILT accreditation endorsement for the ULBI Logistic Management Master's Program. And it is a special gift because in conjunction with the signing of this MOU, ULBI students have the opportunity to gain additional extraordinary knowledge from the two resources persons who have credibility in the field of supply chain and transportation, namely Professor Dr. Muhammad Zaly Shah and International Vice President Southeast Asia CILT International, and very proud of us, of course, is also pleased to give a public lecture, Chief Teete Owusu-Nortey, FCILT, CILT International President. A big round of applause for these two great people. Ladies and gentlemen, and students whom I love and am proud of, CILT is an organization that has the competence and credibility in organizing professional certification in the field of warehousing, inventory, operation, passenger transportation, procurement, freight operation, supply chain operation, transportation planning, green logistics, global logistics, and port operation in its 105th year. Although a bit late, we convey happy 105th anniversary CILT. May CILT, with its commitment to one network, one global community, uniting over 32,000 professionals worldwide, be increasingly successful in all its activities. Applause again for CILT. The MOU and Studium Generale activities are the series of field visitation process from the President Director of CILT Indonesia and Assessor, Professor Togar from SBM ITB on October 24 at the MMLOG study program, where the head of MMLOG study program has been able to show that 80% of MMLOG study program curriculum has adopted the concept and methods in the CILT coverage, and the result of MMLOG assessment were declared passed. Thank you for the CEO of CILT Indonesia, and high appreciation to fellow lecturers, head of study program, Dean of FLTB ULBI. Finally, my deepest gratitude to CILT as a leading professional body in the supply chain, logistics, and transportation, which have helped us to gain modern knowledge and insight in the field of logistic transportation skills. Once again, happy 105th anniversary. My very deep apologies if later I cannot accompany this very honorable and extraordinary Mr. and Miss until the end of the event, because at the same time I also have to open and attend the meeting that I cannot delegate to other staff. Thank you again and apologize for inadequate services we have in serving you. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much for the speech, sir.
For the next agenda is the welcoming speech by PT Pos Indonesia Human Capital Management Director. We would like to invite Sri Kurniasari Komar SE deliver a speech. Time is yours.
Distinguished guests, Chief Teete Owusu-Nortey, President of CILT International, Ms. Sharon Kindleysides, Secretary General of CILT International, Professor Dr. Muhammad Zaly Shah, President of CILT Malaysia and Vice President of CILT Southeast Asia, Mr. Imam Gandhi, President of CILT Indonesia, Mr. Tata Sugiarta, Secretary of PT Pos Indonesia Persero, and Professor Dr. Setio Rianto, Rector, Chancellor, Principal of ULBI. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and a warm welcome to all present today here. It's a truly pleasure and an honor to welcome you all to this important moment for Universitas Logistik dan Bisnis Internasional and PT Pos Indonesia, as we are about to witness this significant occasion of signing of Memorandum of Understanding with Charter Institute of Logistics and Transport (CILT). This partnership marks an important moment not only for ULBI but also for future of logistic and transport education in Indonesia. Today we have pleasure to welcome esteemed guests from CILT who have traveled from across the globe to be here with us. Their presence signifies a strong commitment to strengthening international cooperation in logistics and transport, and to providing a solid foundation for professional development in our industry. As many you know, this event is designed to bring together leading minds from the logistic and transport sector. The MOU we signed today will lay the foundation for professional accreditation and endorsement of ULBI's program, ensuring that our students are prepared with high standards in logistics and supply chain education. In particular, the endorsement we received today is focused on our master program in logistic management. We have already completed the document and field assessment, meaning that this master program curriculum is now directly embedded with CILT standard. Our master student will therefore be able to graduate not only with a degree from ULBI, but also with the internationally recognized title of MILT, an accreditation that enhance their professional standing for the moment they complete their studies. This partnership will improve ULBI's credibility and reputation, attracting both local and international students, and further establishing our institution as leading force in logistic education. Today's event is not just only a formal occasion, but also an opportunity to engage in meaningful knowledge sharing. Following the signing, we will be holding a guest lecture session where our students will benefit from this insight of experience of industry experts from CILT United Kingdom. This session is invaluable for our students, giving them first-hand exposure to challenges and opportunities in the global logistic and transport sectors. Through this collaboration, we aim to provide our students with a world-class education that aligns with industry. Our students, especially those pursuing higher education in our master degree program, will able to benefit from this partnership but by gaining the skill and knowledge they need to succeed. Together with CILT, we envision a future where ULBI graduates stand as recognized professionals contributing to the advancement of logistics and transport both Indonesia and beyond. On behalf of PT Pos Indonesia, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to Chief Teete Owusu-Nortey, Ms. Sharon Kindleysides, Professor Dr. Muhammad Zaly Shah, and Mr. Imam Gandhi for their dedication to this collaboration. Your commitment to fostering excellent this logistic education inspires us, and we are eager to work together to elevate our program to meet the international standard set forth by CILT. Lastly, to our partners, colleagues, and supporters at PT Pos Indonesia and ULBI, your hard work and dedication have made today's event possible. We are very grateful for the support and cooperation we have received. The success of this partnership lies in our hand, and I am confident that together we will ensure its impact in our institution, our students, and future logistics and transport in Indonesia. Once again, welcome and thank you all for being here today. Let us make the most this day, building new connection and laying the foundation for a bright future in logistics and transport. Thank you. I look forward to saying the wonderful thing we will accomplish together. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the speech, ma'am.
Okay. Next agenda is the welcoming speech by President of CILT Indonesia. We would like to invite Mr. Iman Gandhi, SEMM, FCILT, CILT Indonesia President, to deliver a speech. Time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable yang terhormat Profesor Dr. Setiorianto, Rektor Universitas Logistik dan Bisnis Internasional, Bapak Dr. Agus, Vice Rector Akademik ULBI, Dr. Pretidiawati, Vice Rector Kemahasiswaan ULBI, Honorable Ibu Asih Kurniasari Komar, Human Capital Management Director of PT Pos Indonesia, Bapak Tata Sugiarta, Corporate Secretary of PT Pos Indonesia, Bapak-bapak yang mewakili dari Yayasan Bakti Pos, my beloved brother, my President, International President, Chief Teete, the Secretary General Sharon, and International Vice President of Southeast Asia, Professor Zaly. Honorable guests, Civitas Academica and student of ULBI, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. By giving thanks to the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, it is a pleasure and pride for me to stand here in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, at the Studium Generale and also the signing of the CILT MoU between CILT and ULBI in the context of endorsing the Master Logistic Program of ULBI. High appreciation to ULBI for being brave and committed. Actually, if I may report to the Human Capital Management Director of PT POS, we should give a high appreciation to the Rectorate of ULBI for a hard work for the last 1.5 years to get this MMLOG be accredited and endorsed by CILT. Give a round of applause for the Rectorate. I think the hard work was paid off with the completion of the endorsement accreditation last month. It's an excellent achievement, and I think it is proven by coming signing of the MOU between CILT and ULBI later on. I'm congratulate ULBI, and I hope this is the first step in making ULBI becoming a really international university. It's not only a name at the end of your university name, but it is really the university with the international quality and also accreditation. If I may share, actually, I've been working and becoming the president of the CILT Indonesia for the last 4 years. It is very limited of university there and committed actually to get their program being assessed, endorsed and accredited by CILT. If I may share with you, ladies and gentlemen and students, all over the world, it is more over than 100 universities being accredited and endorsed by CILT. Even in UK itself, Sharon can confirm the numbers. I think it's over than 60 universities being accredited in UK, in Australia, in Malaysia, in India. So you have to be very proud for being the first university in Indonesia be endorsed and accredited by CILT. And I do hope that by having this MMLOG, the Master Program of Logistics, being endorsed and accredited by CILT, it will inspire the student from the bachelor level to take the master program, because you are at the same page and level with those students from the master program, be it in Malaysia, in UK, in Australia and so on, which already international standard and acknowledged by the global organization. So without further ado, I would like to again congratulate to ULBI for being endorsed and accredited for the master program, the MMLOG program, and it should be the new start actually. It's not the end, it's a new start for us to work together to shape the future of the student and also the graduates to be able to be accepted by the industry. And from the Indonesian perspective, we are committed to continue the cooperation and make sure that this endorsement acknowledgement can be benefit to everybody. Thank you, and great round of applause to ULBI once again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the speech, sir.
Honorable guests and audiences, the next agenda is the signing of the MOU. We would like to invite Ms. Sharon Kindleysides, General Secretary of CILT International, and Professor Dr. Setio Rianto, SE, MM, CPM Asia, Rector of ULBI, to sign the MOU.
Okay, give a round of applause, everyone.
Honorable guests and audiences, we are going to have a group photo. Please be seated until we finish setting up the stage. Attention the honorable guests and audiences. For the guests, please come to the stage to have a group photo. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the next agenda. For the next agenda is a Studium Generale. We would like to invite the moderator for today's Studium Generale, Dr. Irianti Adrian, SSE, MT, to come to the stage.
For today's event's moderator, we have Dr. Irianti Adrian, SSI, MT. Bu Ira is a graduated bachelor, master, and doctoral student of Bandung Technology Institute. Bu Ira has been an external lecturer in Bandung High School of Technologies and International Arts University. In International Logistics and Business University, Bu Ira is a permanent lecturer. Bu Ira's latest practical experience is an expert staff in building technical competencies on supply chain and logistics at Pupuk Indonesia Holding Company in 2024.
Oke, assalamualaikum.
Cek.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the panel session of this seminar. My name is Irianti Adrian, and this is my very pleasure to be the moderator for this session. So, today we will discuss about the topic, the support of CILT in career advancement in the logistic and transportation sector. So in this panel, we will have two very inspiring and very competent speakers. For the first speaker, may I invite to the stage is, but firstly, may I briefly introduce our speakers. Our first speaker is the distinguished leader in the global logistic transport industry with over 20 years of impactful contribution. As the first African and proud Ghanaian to serve as an international president of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transportation, or CILT. He has fostered international collaboration and led strategic initiatives that have transformed industry standards. His pioneering leadership includes roles such as Special Advisor to the Council of Trustees, International Vice President for Africa, and several key positions within CILT Ghana. Okay. A recipient of the prestigious Pegasus Award presented by Her Royal Highness Princess Anne, he is recognized for his exceptional service to the Institute. Beyond logistics, he excels as an advertising and communication specialist. He is serving as CEO of Logistic Mover Limited and Yetron Service Limited. His entrepreneurial acumen and dedication to excellence have established this firm as industry leader for over 2 decades. Driven by passion and integrity, his influence extends across sector, leaving a lasting legacy. Please, may I invite to the stage, please welcome, warm welcome to Sister Teete Owusu-Nortey, FCILT, FGIPS. So, let me invite also the second speaker of today's event. Our second speaker is a professor of transportation planning at University Technology Malaysia, or UTM. With over 2 decades of academic and industry experience, he holds a PhD and Master in Transportation Planning from UTM and a BSc in Industrial Engineering from Bradley University, USA. His extensive expertise spans logistics, transportation system, sustainable mobility, and transport infrastructure development. Recognized with multiple teaching, research, and innovation awards, he has served as a consultant of national and international projects. He has served as a consultant for national and international projects, chaired numerous committees, and contribute widely to scholarly publication and conference. His work includes leadership role in provincial body, in editorial boards, and the facilitation of transport, innovation, and policy development in Malaysia and beyond. Please give a warm welcome to Professor Dr. Muhammad Zaly. Good morning, sir. How's Bandung, sir? Okay, we start the discussion, but first, Prof. Zaly will be deliver the first material, right? The time is 15 minutes, sir. Yeah, and then we will continue with the question and answer, and after that, Mr. Chief Teete will give the material. Okay, for the first, please, time is yours.
Can I go to the...
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang dihormati Ibu Asih Kurniasari Komar, Director Human Capital Management PT Pos Indonesia. Yang dihormati Bapak Tata Sugiarta, Corporate Secretary PT Indonesia, Pos Indonesia. Yang berusaha Dr. Agus Purnomo, Wakil Rector 1 ULBI. Rakan saya Chief Owusu-Nortey, CILT International President. Bapak-bapak, ibu-ibu yang saya hormati sekalian, terima kasih kerana mengundang saya ke ULBI dan memberikan sedikit perkongsian ya, dengan adik-adik ya, yang program Magister Logistics Management ya. So izinkan saya untuk meneruskan kuliah ini dengan bahasa Inggeris. Yeah. Alright. Earlier, Pak Iman asked me, when was that photo taken? I said it was taken in 2020. So, believe me, it's still the same person, just that this is sign of aging. Okay, well, so what I will share today is on imaging megatrends in logistics, and how you as students can prepare yourself, and also maybe for the committee, academic committee of the program, the study program, can also take some hint on what should be the focus of the curriculum in order to prepare future ready graduates in logistics. Okay, next. Next, okay, all right. In order for us to understand what type of graduates should we have in the future that are resilient to changes, we need to first understand what is happening within our market. There are few disruptors that define our current market. Okay, next. Okay. These are the 4 major events that had taken place over the last few years that actually dictate the industry. The first is the pandemic ataupun COVID-19 pandemic. I think this is one of the biggest disruptor, because before COVID-19, people might not realize how important logistics is, and the contribution that logistics made to our life. After COVID-19, when everything stops, logistics are the thing that keep the world moving by continuously supplying medicines, vaccines, and our things that we need to survive. And then we have energy crisis. Energy crisis tell us that we should design our logistics operations differently, because the issue of environmental concerns due to pollution and congestion require a different paradigm in our industry. Then comes the availability of computing power. It used to be that computing power is exclusive to big companies. However, with the proliferation of computing power and it is available at quite a cheap price, everybody now has access to this power. So from the small company to the largest corporations. After that, we have wireless technology. Now everybody has handphone. We do everything on handphones, and we do our shopping, we order things online, and now everybody is critical of the logistics services. People can monitor and track their packages. They know whether it's been delayed. So everybody is now critical of logistics because of the 5G availability. Okay, next. Then, in terms of planning, we are living in an increasing dynamic world. We are living in a borderless society where we do not only have our local market, but we can also serve throughout the world. There is no physical border anymore. I once used Shopee. I think you know Shopee, right? And I ordered something, and it was actually from an Indonesian company. I'm not limited to buying anything only from Malaysian companies, but now I have access to companies that provided goods anywhere in the world. Then we have changing on consumer behavior. People can do shopping without leaving their home. Now shops in the malls are practically is where you test and experience. But the decision to purchase is done on your couch. So consumer behave differently. Yeah? Now my parents at home, my hometown, can go through Facebook and TikTok and later ask me to buy something for her. You know, now the decision is not to consume or to purchase. It's not just limited to those who have money, or living in the urban environment, but it's also available to people who live outside the city center. Yeah? So it is important to know these changes of consumer behavior, because it has a lot of practical implications on how we design and how we provide our services. Exponential growth in digitalization. People have a lot of gadgets now. Yeah? They can browse products, and companies who do not have presence in the online world are destined to fail. Yeah? So they know now that they have to be present in the cyberspace. They have to have online presence in order for them to survive. Right? War on talent. You are future talents. If you graduated from ULBI with CILT accredited program, I'm sure you'll be very sought after. Yeah? And this commodity, I always think that good talents are like commodity. They are very scarce and they are limited in supply. And people are fighting for this limited supply of talents, good talents. And finally, in terms of planning, companies now have to rethink about their way of doing businesses. Okay? No longer profit is the only consideration. It might be the biggest consideration, but not the only consideration. However, other things like environmental considerations, social impact, has already become or coming to the forefront of business decisions. Next. In terms of the commerce world, the future is also different as compared to what we know previously. Next. Okay. We are living in a hyper-connected world. Yeah. Today, you have guests from 3 different countries living in 3 different continents. Yeah. We have the international president, who is the first African to lead a CILT International, coming from Africa continent. And we have Miss Sharon, coming from the UK, from the Europe country, and myself, Malaysia, just your neighbor. Okay. Without this, the effectiveness of our transportation systems might not be together with you today. And we are joined by students who are connected to this session online. Yeah? And that is also because of COVID-19. Before that, nobody knows how to use Zoom, but not everything and everyone are done online. Okay, autonomous world. If you had the chance to visit modern facilities, modern warehouses, to see that everything is being done autonomously. I had the chance to visit a JNT warehouse in Langfang, China during our last international conference in China, and I see that there are not a lot of people working in such a huge warehouse. Everything is being controlled by computer, and everything is being accessed by robots. It's about planning digitally. Then we have Industry 5.0. Industry 5.0 is different from Industry 4.0. Are we ready for that? No. Our work is our human capital ready for Industry 5.0, where companies are interconnected, and environment is a big concern? Of course, energy transition is also defining the future commercial world, which is moving from using fossil fuel to a more green energy sources. Yeah? And that has a lot of implications on traditional companies who normally move products and people using the legacy power. Yeah? Of course, we are now everything is about zero commission, zero pollution, zero cost, zero delay. We are living in a zero rise world. Yeah? We have to be prepared for that as well. Okay, next. Okay, I'm not going to go through each of these, but it summarizes almost everything. Because of COVID-19, because of the availability of computing power, we have growth of e-commerce, and then everything is competing rigorously. Mass personalization, people can customize their products and services according to their own specific needs. Urbanization, people are living in a more urbanized environment where they have access to good public transportation. Connectivity is also improved tremendously. Cloud computing, you don't have to have big, huge, powerful computer in your building. You can always subscribe to cloud services, giving you the same competition, giving you the same level playing field with your big brothers, big companies. Of course, I talked a little bit about robotics and automation. That is the future, and that is made possible due to the availability of sensors and IoT. I was taken from the train station just now to ULBI, and I saw there are a lot of CCTVs. That is a kind of sensors that allow agencies who are managing the transportation to monitor the level of service of roads in Bandung. And who doesn't know ChatGPT? Okay, who doesn't know Copilot nowadays? Sometimes we do assignments using ChatGPT. ChatGPT helps us to do our assignment. We will not be able to run away from AI. We need to embrace AI. So learn something about machine learning. All right. So next. Next, please. Okay, so mega trends in logistics. Okay, you have big data. You are talking about local, not global, but servicing beyond borders. Robotics and automation. Marketing is done at multiple channels. You don't only have to have a physical store anymore. You can sell your products. You can engage logistics company right at the comfort of your home. Yeah, and also this is very important, sustainability. ESG, SDG, these are all buzzwords, acronyms that talks about making sure that we are guaranteed at least an equal comfort, equal living environment in the future. All right, next. Okay, now those are the future related to the industries or the commercial world. But what about us, in academic environment? Okay, what should I learn? What should I focus on? Next. Okay, if you do a literature search on trends in logistics, you will have this network diagram where it shows important keywords that researchers in logistics are focusing on. The bigger the circle, the more research are being done on that keywords. Yeah? So I have listed approximately 13 areas. Yeah? The first one is the most important one. These are things that researchers in logistics and transportation are doing, and these are the things that are quite important to them. Yeah. Next. Okay. So the same analysis, but this is related to the temporal or time of this analysis, which is more current and versus which is more outdated. You can see that supply chain management, logistics, performance are very current. Next. Okay, so this is the trend globally. Okay, companies engaging in supply chain management and logistics services are concerned about competing effectively. By competing effectively means that they have to manage their costs, they have to be evaluating their performances, and there are a lot of and they have to also engage or have good information systems. And this is again made possible because of the power of computing that is available to every one of us now. Okay, all right. Okay. Yes. Okay, this is another look at the trend. Actually, there are two major trends. The first one is supply chain management, and if this is the second trend. Okay, all right. Next. Okay, how can I summarize all this? Okay, next. All right, looking at the trends in the commercial world, looking at the trends in the academic world, if we combine those two together, we can see that these are the 5 important focus areas. Okay, first is that sensors and automation are very important. Yeah, being able to know, to understand the environment, the industry environment is very important. Analytics and AI, with those sensors, there are a lot of data that are being generated. Data by itself doesn't mean anything. They are just numbers. This data need to be analyzed. This data need to be converted into meaningful information. That is only when you can make informed decision. All right. So the ability to harness your data and make it meaningful is very important. So analytics and AI is the next big thing, and it is made possible because of cloud connection that are available to us now. Any company who do not collect their data to understand their operating environment, to understand their consumers, those companies might not survive. Okay, and finally, you need to understand the environment and the sustainability aspect of doing business, as well as you need to understand consumer behavior. And this is why, to me, logistics is an important and an interesting field of study, because unlike other engineering or unlike other field of study, logistics to me is something that marry arts and science. In logistics, you don't only need to understand the science of moving people and goods, but you also need to have the arts of understanding consumer behavior, understanding the requirement of your consumer. All right, next. Okay, I promise you this is the last slide. Okay, so having that understanding, what kind of graduates should we have? What kind of knowledge should we provide them? Next. Okay, these are to me, the important traits of future-ready graduates in logistics and transportation. First is, that is in no particular order. I just go through them. You need to be continuous learner. You have to continuously learning. Because the world is evolving. The world is not going to wait for you. And there are now many ways to learn. You can learn not only from attending classes, you can also learn from YouTube. ChatGPT is also a good source of information only if you know how to harness the power of AI. All right, then you should ensure that our graduates have knowledge about understanding consumer behavior. Marketing, the psychology of consumers are important. That is not enough unless you are able to analyze those behavior, and to have that ability to analyze consumer behavior, logisticians of the future must also be tech savvy and good in analytical competencies. You should have analytical competencies. Understanding environment is also important because ESG is defining what we are doing now. Okay, there are certain things that we can freely do in the past that may not be so free in the future, including being able to pollute the environment. Now you should be concerned about the environment. And finally, you must be able to our graduates must be resilient and adaptable because the world is changing. You must continuously scan the environment, scan the world, what is changing. Okay, so thank you very much for the opportunity given to me to share some of my understanding or my take on what kind of world that we have now and what kind of future graduates you should become. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Zaly, for the interesting presentation. So we will move to the question and answer question. If anyone in the audience have any questions, please raise your hand and mention the name before the question. Yeah. Okay, I see one of the students here. We will take 3 questions for this first session, okay?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everybody, my name is Trisna Rahmatugraha. I'm actually taking a bachelor's degree here in management logistics, first semester, so I'm pretty much green in this whole logistics thing. My question is, speaking of disruptive occurrences, particularly those involving wireless technology, I read a case study just last night on Twitter, formerly X, formerly Twitter. Newspaper delivery service people were bantering and disputing about how their jobs were destroyed by the development of websites and online news. As I considered this, I thought of a common statement made by my lecturers: logistics professionals will never get replaced, In this constantly shifting world, what future of supply chain can guarantee my life security? What can I expect from logistics line of the job? Like, forget all of this bantering or all of this hike and mighty talk. What can logistics promise me as a human searching for job, stability and security in the future?
Okay, thank you. For the second question, is there any other question? Any other question? Okay, Professor, can you answer about what logistic promise that he can have in the job from logistic?
Thank you for that question. What promise that we can give you regarding your choice of taking logistics as your field of study? No, that is also the same question. That is also the same dilemma that I had when I was deciding what field of study that I want to take up during my undergraduate. I was contemplating whether to take up civil engineering or logistics. But then it occurs to me that civil engineering or any engineering for that matter will have some might be influenced significantly by the economy, and the pandemic have proven that. When we had COVID-19, everything stops. I was mentioning earlier in my speech, that COVID-19 is a very defining time in our life, in history, and comparing to logistics, I know that anything that move, must require somebody, some profession to manage it, and I'm glad that I made that decision. I made the decisions earlier on in my life to pursue logistics, because can things stop moving? No. People, goods, cannot stop moving, and that is why I think logistics is a very promising field of study, because people and goods must keep moving. Chief, do you have anything to add?
No.
Okay, all right.
It's yours.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Zaly. So that's the answer, as long as things doesn't stop moving, logistics will give you a promising career in the future. Okay, thank you, Prof. Zaly. We will next move to the Mr. Chief to give the motivational speech, please.
Thank you. Selamat pagi to all of you. My colleagues, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, boys and girls, I'm here today to motivate you, to provoke you, to give you nuggets of wisdom. Prof is giving you the software. It's my turn to give the hardware. How many of you know a city called Accra? No, head of a city called Accra. 2, 3. How many of you? 4. How many of you have heard a country called Ghana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say averagely 10. So I come from Accra. Only 4 people know where I come from, Accra. Accra is the capital city of Ghana. About 10 of you know where Ghana is. So we are about 200 or thereabout here, not to mention those online. So averagely we are about 500 listening. Now you don't know my city, neither do you know my country, but at least how many people know or have heard of Africa? Let me see by hand, Africa. Wow. Still a few. Okay. Africa is one of the continents on the globe. Now, CILT is 105 years. CILT is the institute that you all want to belong to or perhaps belong to. And CILT was established in 1919, 105 years ago. This is the first time in the history of CILT that a black, an African, and a Ghanaian, you don't know anything or heard anything about these things I'm making mention of, except the fact that my color is black, have been appointed as the global president of the institute. So I'm coming from nowhere. Not that CILT, the position was meant for me, no. Currently, I supervise over 100 countries globally, including Indonesia. I have about 10 or 15 countries established as CILT in Asia, some in the Americas, in Africa, in Europe, and still counting. And I'm the global president, the first time, an African, a Ghanaian, and a black. How did I do it? It wasn't given to me on a silver platter, no. I competed for it. I had to fight for it, not physically, but with everything that I had. I'm standing in front of you here, and I count each and every one of you so blessed, extremely blessed, because you are in a university. You went to pre-university, you are in university. Some of you are going to do or finish your first degree, second degree, doctorate, PhD, all well and good. Fantastic. I never went to university. I never had a classmate like all of you here. I failed my O-levels. I failed my A-levels. Never had a university classmate. But today, someone without a degree has broken the bias, has changed the narrative, have opened the way, have given opportunity, have made himself available to groom, grow, mentor, educate people like you to be like me. Fortunately, I'm from Africa, that you don't even know it existed on the continent or on the globe. You don't even know, more so to know my country that I come from than my city. So I look like an alien in terms of where I come from. But the most important thing is that I have blood red running in me like you and I. I didn't come from a rich home. I came from a poor home. My dad or my mom never had a name that if you mention their name, say, wow, oh wow. No. I had to strive, work out my own salvation, fear and trembling. I wasn't given pocket money like you guys all do have. But how did I do it? How was I able to make it? I never had a mentor. That word even didn't exist during my time. How did I do it? Failure was part of my name. I'll fail my exams. But I used my failures to motivate me personally, because I knew that I had the can-do spirit. I can do it. I wouldn't wait for someone to come and encourage me. I wouldn't wait for someone to come and motivate me. I wouldn't follow friends. I wouldn't call myself a pity party. When my friends were going on vacation abroad, my parents couldn't even afford to take me out. The only time we chew chicken, I'm sure you all know chicken, was during festivals. But today, all of you can just walk into a shop and buy chicken. During my time, it was a privilege to chew chicken daily. You guys are lucky. You guys cannot afford to fail society. I learned it all by myself. Sacrifice, determination, hard work should be a hallmark. I'm sure you might think I'm talking from space. It's a reality. It is a reality that I, coming from a country that I don't know, is now the head of a global organization. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you need to have the can-do spirit. What do you need to have? I'm asking a question. What do you need to have? The can-do spirit. Am I talking too fast? Or I'm boring? You seem to be too quiet. No? Yeah, I can see all of you say no. Maybe I'm talking wisdom. Guys, the narrative have changed. I was telling some people that at time, when we're growing up, it's whom you know. This time it's not whom you know, it's who knows you. As I stand here, you all know me, don't you? You've seen me, so you know me. But the question to ask is that, do I know you? I don't know you. So how do I extend favor to you if I meet you tomorrow, next year, next 2 years, 10 years? What makes you relevant? What makes you stand out to be counted? What makes you to come to me, tell me, Chief, I know you. I say, well, you know me, but do I know you? How do you stand out to be counted? You can only do that if you follow your passion and not friends. You all have individual passion that no one can take it away from you. I'm succeeding in my field because I'm following my passion. I wouldn't allow anybody to derail me, to discourage me. The more challenges I have, the more opportunities that come my way. Guys, this is not a time for you to reinvent the wheel. Don't think of reinventing the wheel. The wheel is there, rather tweak it, get it better. Am I talking to someone? Is someone listening to me? Do I get a witness? Guys, I need the feedback. Everybody's so quiet. No, you're smiling. I want you to open your mouth and interact with me. Am I making sense? Madam Moderator, do you have a problem here? Or your culture doesn't get them to give me feedback? Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Oke, si Teete pingin ada feedback dari audiens ya, tolong jadi kalau ditanya tolong dijawab begitu ya. Kak, please.
Okay. Guys, feel free. Okay. Guys, feel free, okay? Let's have fun, okay? Let me take off my jacket. Maybe my jacket makes you feel that I'm up there. No, I'm just like you, okay? Yeah. Feel free, relax. I want you to be like me. I want you to just follow my footsteps. I want you to follow your failures to success. Don't be quiet. Be encouraged, be motivated. Guys, you need to have the can-do spirit. I say you need to have what? The can-do spirit. And what's the can-do spirit? You can do anything that comes your way. Don't take no for an answer. Okay? I've been failing. but I used my failure to success to be who I am now. I could see you are all smiling. You are listening, but give me the feedback. Please. Today I can afford the shirt I'm wearing. When I was growing up, sorry, but the panties I was wearing, I was small. My mom would buy me panty medium. Then they will sew the side. That as I grow, then they will loosen the side so I fit in. I was from a poor home, poverty. Maybe like some of you. But that shouldn't change your purpose in life. Use that as a learning curve. Because you can do it. Because you have the can-do spirit. I think I need to stop here because the feedback is not coming. Then maybe let's ask them questions. How I was able to do it. But before that, out of my failure, if you look at my postnominal there, I'm a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. I'm also a fellow of the Ghana Institute of Purchasing and Supply. I had to educate myself. I didn't have to stay where I was because I thought I was a failure. You might be a failure today, but tomorrow you'll be the success story that everybody will talk about. That is the can-do spirit. But moderator, if you may permit, I think I need them to ask me questions now. Maybe they'll feel free.
Okay, Mr. Chief allows audience to ask the question. Is there any who wants to ask the question to Mr. Chief? Okay, please.
Okay. Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shah. Wanna asking question about technology. As we know, we heard Vietnam and Malaysia got many investment from Western big tech, especially from Apple and Starlink and others. So question is, can Malaysia afford the human capital for becoming house of semiconductor industry replacing Taiwan? Thank you.
Okay. Can Malaysia in the term of technology? But I think it's the question for Professor Zaly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any question for?
Now, I want questions to me in terms of what has made me to be a success. What are the learning curves? What are the things you have to learn to be like me and more than me? I'm standing here as your mentor, talking to my mentees. So let's focus on that for now.
Question can answer by anyone. I can answer by Professor Zaly or Professor Owusu-Nortey.
Excuse me, can we change this microphone because it seems not to be clear? Sound, can we change this microphone, please?
In terms of technology, can Malaysia against Taiwan? Oke, udah aja nggak apa-apa di situ aja. Okay, maybe another question, please. Okay, please.
Cek. Cek, cek. Cek.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, students, fellow citizens,
please kenapa saya jadi pakai bahasa Inggris ya? Maksud saya mau pakai bahasa Indonesia. Saya minta izin sebentar untuk kasih sedikit konteks. Jadi apa yang coba disampaikan oleh Chief Teete adalah sejarahnya dia, latar belakangnya dia gitu. Kadang menurut saya ini penting, motivasi Anda student, mau sekolah dimanapun, levelnya apapun, kalau Anda nggak punya motivasi, you are going nowhere. I can tell you. So, untuk memudahkan, saya pikir gini, supaya tidak, saya yakin teman-teman tuh bisa bahasa Inggris, cuman nggak pede ngomong aja kan, gitu. Orang filmnya bahasa Inggris semua kok, gitu ya. Jadi gini, supaya memudahkan, mungkin gak usah takut, nanya, pakai bahasa Indonesia, dan kita akan translate. Dan saya yakin di sini banyak yang bisa translate, jadi gak usah khawatir, nanya aja, saya akan bantu translate. Setuju? Setuju? Makan siang masih jauh, masih jam 12, masih jam 11 ini. Oke? Thank you.
Okay, thank you Pak Iman. Okay, it's okay. If you have any question, you can ask in bahasa. Boleh Anda bertanya dalam bahasa, nanti saya insya Allah translate.
Test. This is the second time you guys see me on the front. Hello again, my name is Trisna, and I must start this session by complimenting your attire today, Chief. It's unique in every way. Maybe that's how the whole auditorium see you as of right now. You're different from us. You're someone that we never saw in real life, and that's why most of us, I think I can speak of myself as Indonesian, most of us actually want to converse with you, actually want to talk with you, but most of us still get that inferior feeling of not understanding your language, not understanding your culture, especially for the majority in here, my own tribe, the Sundanese tribe. We're actually pretty keen to know who you are or your motivations are, but I represent my whole audiences here to sincerely apologize for the lack of feedback and all. But for my own question right now is, what made you stand in the stage right now? What are the feats that you reach in your whole life from growing up in Africa, in Ghana? I actually know Ghana and some other African countries. I studied geography very well, and I also knew that you grew up from most of us, from the lower countries, the developed countries, and seeing you here as the CILT International President is something that most of us are really proud of. So I personally hope someday I can stand in front like you and muster enough courage to, here I am, I can be like him.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think I understand. It's purely cultural differences, which I totally agree. To those of you on social media, you know my name is there. I'm on LinkedIn. Follow me and let's have one-on-one, because some of you might not want to talk in public. You've met a stranger from a different country and everything, so you feel a bit, like you said, intimidated. But don't feel intimidated. That's why I took off my jacket, to be just like you. Let's open up. You see, your success starts from when you become confident in yourself. If you lack confidence, you can never move a step ahead of where you are. So guys, one thing I need to, as a takeaway, be confident, be bold. There are only two answers to this world, only two answers, yes and no. And no one will kill you if the answer is no, but will applaud you if the answer is yes. And you always have to learn from your mistakes. If you don't make the mistake, you won't have the correction made. I've made a lot of mistakes and still making mistakes. But each mistake that I make propels me to be a better person. So please, make the obvious mistakes, get corrected, life goes on, than to keep it to yourself and keep failing. No one knows you, and no one will give you a lending hand. So please, be bold, be confident. Any other question? Let's take a few questions. Now that I've told you to be confident. Yes, here we go, here we go. Oh, okay, I'm seeing a lot of hands. Okay. More like it. The microphone to my lady, please. Here we go, here we go. Nice. Come out, please, be bold, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before that, sir, thank you for giving us motivations to be success. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rina Helmina, and I'm from Science Data major. May I ask you a question, sir? What the daily activity should we do to reach a successful? Daily activity should we do to reach successful?
Is it what?
Daily activity.
Daily activity.
Yes.
Okay, to reach a success story.
Yep.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well, the daily activity, have a clean, pure heart. Don't hold anything against anybody. Don't hold anything against anybody. Clean, pure heart. And just move on with your life. The daily activity is that, Allah, what have you given me? What have you blessed me with? Show me the way. Let me follow my passion. I always pray to my God with a clean heart to show me the way. And Allah will definitely answer you and follow your passion as a daily activity. What did I do wrong yesterday? What can I make it better tomorrow? That is it. That's my daily bread.
Thank you. Thank you,
Good.
sir.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
sir. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, we have a last question, I think. The girl in the blue suit. Okay.
Yeah, please, there are about 10 of them, but let's take 4, please.
Okay.
Please, let's take 4, yeah. Now they're coming out of that shell.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Simple, straightforward questions so that at least others can have the opportunity.
Okay, I'm Nikki, and I want to ask you question. How do I know? How do I know if I have a value? So when I go to college, like only because my parent wishes, and I think it's a burden for me as a child, as a doctor, for my mom.
Please, what was the question?
Okay, how do we know, yeah, that we have a failure in choosing the university? Okay.
Kayak saya kan ke kampus kan, kayak kampus ini kayak aku pergi kuliah tuh karena keinginan orang tua kan.
Okay.
Jadi kayak terbebani sebagai anak gitu.
Okay, okay.
My parent wishes.
Sorry.
Okay, she's basically choosing the college major based on her parents' want. So he doesn't approve or doesn't agree with the parents. What should she do? To choose the university major. Prodi apa? She is in logistic administration major.
You are my sister, okay? I had the same problem. I was born in a place where the profession around my environment was either you are a doctor or you are a nurse. That was an influence from my parents. I followed, and you don't have to disobey your parents. Follow what your parents are telling you, get it done, and if what you feel I keep saying passion, passion, passion. If what you feel is we want to be a logistician or a doctor, whatever, you would definitely come back to what you want to do. One thing I want to tell you is that, ladies and gentlemen, you are all going through this university, but don't go through a university. Get a university to go through you. Am I making sense? Don't go through this university. Just like what she said, she's going through this school. She's going to acquire a lot of knowledge, diverse knowledge from chemistry, biology as basics. She will finish, but when she's done with her course and the university have gone through her, she would then get to go and do her real calling, her passion, and she will struggle about that. What do you call it? My Secretary General, our Secretary General, Sharon, she's an engineer. But because her passion is in the industry, logistics, supply chain, and transport, it made it very easy for her to switch. We've got other professions who have followed their passion. IT, they did IT, and now they are transportants or they are logisticians and supply chain consultants. So do whatever your parents are telling you to do. But if the school goes through you, you acquire so many things in school that will get you to follow your passion and get to do whatever you want to do. Am I making sense? Fantastic.
Okay. Okay. So we will have one question, but it's from Zoom because this seminar is hybrid from Zoom.
From Zoom. Okay.
Okay, who wants to ask in the Zoom, please open your microphone and you can directly ask Mr. Chief.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, whilst the audiovisuals are working on that to get a person online, I think we can take one question. Yes, please.
Okay, good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shifa Faturrahman from the Engineering Management Study Program. Previously, I was very impressed with the very inspiring Mr. Chief because you can go through many things with various limitations until now. You are here as inspiration for me.
Thank you.
Okay, so lately I have a hard time getting motivated and always put off many things because of distraction. So the question is, what is the effective way, according to Mr. Chief, to grow motivation within ourselves? Thank you.
That is a good question, a smart one indeed. You see, earlier on I said that when I was failing, I didn't allow anybody to encourage me. I fought my own salvation with fear and trembling. You know the road ahead of you. No one else knows. Your mom or dad wouldn't know even the road ahead of you. But you know the road ahead of you. So every day when you wake up in the morning, be positive, right mind, good thinking. And confess it, I'll make it, I'll make it, I'll make it. Don't get discouraged. If I got discouraged, I won't be where I am now. Because I was failing initially. All the things I was doing, I was failing. But when I kept encouraging myself, that is when I rose up from my slumber. And since then, I've not slept. I'm always on the beat, always moving, and always want to do one thing and the other because I want to be relevant. I want to leave a legacy. So motivate yourself. Don't wait for your friends. Don't wait for your mom or your dad. When you wake up in the morning, be encouraged and you get there. Okay? Fantastic.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the answers.
Okay, how about the Zoom question? Okay, it's cancelled. Okay, Okay, I'm sorry, the time is already, because the time is very limited, but thank you, Mr. Chief Teete, for the very inspiring motivation.
And please, you know where to find me. Okay, you know my name. Just let's go to social media and let's make it happen. Terima Cash. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chief and Professor Zaly. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you also for your participation. And I hope you enjoy the program and gain some new insight and motivation throughout your life. So allow me to close this session by reading one of my favorite quotes from Rumi. Yesterday I was clever, so I want to change the world. But today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next seminar. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the motivational and inspirational presentations.
Okay. To the honorable guests and audiences, we would like to invite to another photo session. So we kindly to invite all the lecturers and the guests to come to the stage. And for the participation attending via Zoom, please turn on the camera. Thank you so much. Okay, for all of the lecturers, please come forward to the stage. And the guests, please come forward to the stage. Thank you so much. For the participants attending that via Zoom, please turn on the camera. Thank you so much. Once again, for the participants attending that via Zoom, please turn on the camera.
Satu lagi.
Attention for the honorable guests and lecturers. We're going, pardon.
Okay. For honorable guests and audiences, we would like to invite you to watch an angklung performance by Wasenda ULBI. Please enjoy the show.
Cek.
honorable guests and audiences, while we are waiting for the Wasenda to perform, let's move to the next agenda, which is token appreciation from ULBI to CILT. We would like to invite Mr. Chief Teete Owusu-Nortey, FCILT, FGIPS, CILT International President, to achieve the token that will be given by Dr. Insinyur Agus Purnomo, MT. We also would like to invite Professor Dr. Muhammad Zaly Shah, FCILT, CILT Malaysia President and CILT South Asia Vice President, to achieve the token that will be given by Dr. Melia Eka Lestiani, STMT. And also, we would like to invite Ms. Sharon Kindleysides, Secretary General of CILT International, to achieve a Chandramata that will be given by Bu Asih Kurniasari Komar, SE, AK, MSICA, PT Pos Indonesia, Human Capital Management Director, that will be accompanied by Bapak Tata Sugiarta, PT Pos Indonesia Secretary. Applause, please. Give applause, please.
Okay, for the honorable guests and audiences, the next agenda is angklung performance by Wasenda ULBI. Please enjoy the show.
lusur pangaosna teluhur ku sadaya kagale sepuh jeung murang kali mangga cobian bilih panasaran peuyeum ti Bandung henteu sambarangan peuyeum ti Bandung henteu sambarangan. Angkat ngagandeang bangun taya karingrang nganggo sinjang di lampan mojang priangan umat imut lucu suraseri nyaring larak lirik kepan mojang priangan dirangsu kabaya nampihan cahayana dang dosana sederhana mojang priangan mundi sanggul ayu mundi sinjang lenjang mundi eroh deno mojang priangan mojang anu donto matak sono nu nempo mun tepung sono ka mojang priangan garelis maranis disinjang lalenjang mundi tenok denok mojang priangan
Okay, once again, give a round of applause for the Wasanda ULBI. For the honorable guests and audiences, we would like to inform to you that we have reached in the end of the event. We would like to thank all of the honorable guests and audiences who have attended the Studium Generale and MOU signing of ULBI and CILT.
We apologize if we had made a mistake as a master of ceremony for today's event.
Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Excuse me, students. Anyone that wants to take a picture with me, please come and take a picture with me. Come and take pictures with me, please. Come up. All of you, come up and let's take pictures.